Welcome back, everybody. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I hope everybody is having a wonderful time on Christmas Eve. I know I am. It's been a very exciting couple weeks leading up to this point. Tomorrow we get to head to Philadelphia for a little vacation, if you will, for a few days to see family. So that should be interesting. And most importantly, there's a train store right by the area that we're going, so we'll pass right by there. So that's kind of even better. Just don't tell the wife. So as you can see, the second level's done. The loop to the second level is 100%. The second level, I will say, is 100%. Of course, I've got some areas that I need to work out yet. You know, I'm not going to have just straight corners because that's not too pleasing to the eye. And but that will all come with scenery. I'm not really truly worried about it right this minute. And then my other thing is right now, and maybe you guys have some opinions, but my lighting for under the second level. I've looked. I went by Ace, and they had some a 16-foot rope lighting, LED style, and I thought this was going to work out. And for $10, I was like, if I get it and it doesn't work, I can put it with something else around the deck maybe or whatever. And I actually liked it up until I got it out of the box, and I have about an 8-inch cord that plugs straight into the light system, which is good, but the length, I just don't like that. So for that purpose, and then it's not as bright as what I anticipated. I mean, it's not horrible by any means. Just for what I'm going for, I don't think it's going to do the job. I mean, it does add some light, if you guys can see that, but just not as bright as I would like it. So I've looked on eBay, and I've seen some strips. You can get them in various lengths, and you can actually add them together too. And I like the ones where you can adjust the brightness. So I think that's what I'm going to go with. Plus, they've come with a much longer power pack cord, and they're a lot smaller too. So I could just kind of drill a hole through the backdrop, feed it down, and then just kind of hide it with scenery or whatnot. So if you guys have any ideas on that, let me know. Greatly appreciate it. We'll get to my National Lampoon's Christmas mug. As you can see, he's had an accident. I've been wanting one of these glasses for a while now, and I finally got one tonight. Early Christmas present. So excited, opening it up, and the way it was wrapped up in the plastic, and we're going to blame the plastic here, not the guy opening up the gift. It spun and it dropped, and his right ear fell off, or broke off. Didn't do any harm to the actual glass. I could probably super glue it back together if I wanted, but I got looking at it, and I'm like, you know what? One, this fits me, and two, it fits the movie National Lampoon's Christmas perfectly. So I was like, hey, it works out. And yes, this is just straight eggnog. It's not mixed with anything. But I've been wanting one of these. I grew up watching National Lampoon's Christmas, and I had to have one of these mugs, and I got it, and then I broke it. But I'm actually really happy with it still. It's probably going to be one of the best gifts that I get, just because it's something that I've wanted for so long. But what I'll do is, here in a minute, I'll grab the tripod, and I'll kind of show you guys around real quick, and get your opinions. Leave your comments, please. Thank you all for definitely watching and subscribing to the channel. I hope you share it. And I decided what I was going to start doing when I do my layout update videos, whether it's twice a month or once a month, that I would start showcasing. And I'm not really sure showcasing is the word for it, but just kind of putting out other people's YouTube channels for everybody to check out. I know for me, it's helpful to have several channels to go look at and just kind of see what everybody's doing, and kind of just stay up with the hobby. So the guy that I'm going to be kind of just talking about tonight a little bit, and I'll post a link to his YouTube channel. I swear there's nothing mixed in that. I'm not sure what's wrong with me today, but Anyway, his name is David. He is the owner of the Crooked River and Eastern Railroad, and he's done a phenomenal job so far. He's a little farther ahead of the game than I am, but he's got some phenomenal stuff over there, some great videos, and he posted a New Year's, or not a New Year's, okay, maybe it's mixed with a little something, a Christmas Eve video earlier that had a little farmhouse, if you will, all decorated with the lights and everything, and then he had a Christmas train. So definitely get over there and check his page out and check that video out. It's a really good video. I like the Christmas train a lot, and he's a really great guy as well. So get over there, check his page out, and hopefully you'll see something that he's doing that you can use, or just, you know, follow him and watch what he's doing. So anyway, I feel like I'm starting to ramble, so let's get moving on to kind of what's going on with everything here. I'm going to grab the tripod and we'll get started. I got my buddy in here, Brownie. I think he's my #1 fan. There he is. I think he actually wants to go out, but he's going to have to wait just a couple more minutes. So as I was talking earlier, kind of unpleasing on the eye, like these corners here, the difference between 12 inches and 3 inches. What I'm going to do there is just basically scenery, probably cardboard strips and plaster cloth, and then just get rid of all of that. So it's not really cookie cutter style, but that will all come together when I get the scenery done. So basically what's going to happen is the track's just going to come off this 1x3, kind of come up, and this is going to be a 26-inch radius in here. I believe I will have to put kind of an angled piece there, but that's not a problem. So 26-inch radius. And then just in this section right in here is going to be a small town. And for those of you that have watched my videos and have seen the actual layout plan, the town was actually going to go on the first level, but I decided to move it up here. I just thought it would be a little better in this area. So I'm thinking of doing two different things. I'm thinking about maybe putting a backdrop style buildings, buildings. Yeah, we'll go with buildings. Buildings there, and then maybe like the Merchant Row buildings here with the track running in the center, or just putting the Merchant Row buildings there and the track running in front. Let me know what you guys think, what would look better. And then right here where the gravel company is, of course this is going to be on the first level, I will have a river here. Not sure the name of it, I'm not sure the depth of it yet, but I will have something here. And then of course be another 26-inch radius there, but before that radius there'll be a switch that's going to lead up. Let me move the moose cup here. And there'll be a switch that kind of goes down, kind of covers up, and then hugs the backdrop a little bit. And then it's going to be a kind of a gas plant there, or a small plant. And that's just going to have a couple tanker cars and whatnot. And that was something new that was actually suggested to me. So I'm going to put that in there. So then the track is going to kind of come around. And then there's going to be another switch here to where the switch will go straight leading into the cement plant, which that was originally on the first level, but I decided to move it up there. And then the branch line will continue to kind of snake down real close to this edge and then come back up. And then there'll be a switch here that runs kind of a runaround for the coal mine and just the branch line. And once I get around this styrofoam here, I was going to have another switch here, but I decided not to, because I'm going to have an abandoned track scene on this side, close to the wall. And it's just going to be the track, and then it's just going to end. So it's going to look like they just took the switch up, and that should hopefully come together real well. So then the two tracks will come around here. There'll be a crossover again, and then that'll run into the yard, or the tracks for the coal mine. And basically how that'll work is, for those of you that are familiar with the operations, and if anybody has any different suggestions, please put them out there. But just keep in mind it'd probably be either a front end loader or something that would push the cars in the spot, or it'd be just a smaller locomotive that'll come in and pull the cars out, stage them on the runaround area, and then push back the empties and whatnot. So I was thinking about having a runaround area back here, but I've decided that I'm going to move it up here, and then everything will just get pushed back and pulled out. And I don't know. I still may put a runaround switch back here somewhere, but I'm not sure if it's really truly needed. For operational purposes, I think I'm just going to go with the runaround up there and the crossover, and then that'll be it. So give me your opinion on that. And then, of course, the other thing I was looking at, as you can see, this is the new River Mining kit, and it's right on the edge. I mean, it's flush against the wall, and it's maybe a ½ inch there off the edge, or before the edge. So what I was thinking about doing is maybe cutting down the building a little bit to give me some more room. So I was thinking about maybe cutting this section off here. So from this corner all the way down, and then just putting it flush against the wall that way, and kind of give me a little bit more runaround room here. Not that there's going to be a track on this side, but maybe for like trucks and loaders and whatnot. I was thinking about doing that. Or I just may put a 1-inch strip and just kind of have it feathered into the shelving here. So that's an option. Let me know what you guys think of that. And I'm sorry for the poor angles here. So that's kind of what that looks like. Now, keep in mind, I believe I'm going to shift the coal mine probably about 6 to 12 inches forward. So, all right, getting on to the fun stuff now. So, as you can see, I've kind of got a mock-up here, and this is what it looks like. And believe it or not, all of this, and I'll run it around here, the loop up is right at 2%. So that track there will lead into the curve. If I can remember correctly, it's a 28-inch radius. It's 28 or 27, I can't remember. And now this one here, I decided to keep this. This was going to be a true lift out, and then I decided no, I'm not going to. So I mounted that, and this radius here is actually 28. And actually, when I come in, it's actually a very little duck under. And I mean, I'm 5'8", and it's actually very easy for me. Now, there will be a lift out section here, which will also, that goes from right about there, and it comes over to right where that track is. There'll be a lift out section there, and that's also 28-inch radius. And believe it or not, move it right here. This piece right there underneath the 1x3, that's actually going to be the lift out section. Now I will cut the ends off of it a little bit, but other than that, that is actual 28-inch radius. So I'm actually, like I said, I was really on the, I'm not really sure how to put it, but I wasn't really sure how the second level was going to really look. And after I got it together, I was like, wow, I'm going to enjoy this, especially the trains running up and then around. And it actually worked out. My math came out great. I've got plenty of clearance because tanker cars, coal cars, and that's it, really. That's going to be up to this end anyway. So, you know, I didn't have any, I was thinking about doing the lumber yard up here. And even the lumber cars would run up here smoothly and everything. But I decided to keep the lumber yard down on the first level. And that's actually going to go right about where the cork is, where the actual word is. It's going to come out here a little bit. And this was originally the home for the cement, but with the 12-inch overhang for the second level, I was just like, yeah, no. So that's why I've changed the two. So the cement plant will go up there right around where the light box is. And then the lumberyard will be here. Actually, the lumberyard won't come out at all. I'm telling you guys wrong. It's just going to sit in here with a single track feeding it. And then there will be a bump out section in this area for the gravel company that kind of comes out this way. And so that should turn out really nice as well. Put you guys back down. Make sure everybody can see phone. I do apologize. I've noticed that the screws on the tripod are kind of weakened, so they're not holding as well, so it wants to pivot and turn. So hopefully I can take that apart sometime this week and fix that as well. Other than that, I'm really happy with everything. The lack of time in here is probably the only thing I'd like to change, but it is what it is, right? Real life gets in the way, and then you know, if you had a rough day, you just don't feel like working in the layout room, so you don't. Anyway, I'm starting to ramble once again. Like I said, make sure you get over there and check out the David's the Crooked River and Eastern Railroad. He's got a lot of good stuff going on over there. Get out there and check that out. If you have any recommendations for what I'm doing here, let me know. The only other thing I wanted to touch on real quick is thinking about doing some type of small, maybe plaster cloth or something between the first level and just the looping level, and just kind of hide it. Now I will have small strips of masonite that covers the front, so you won't see anything down here, and you won't see the screws. Other than that, I really like it, and so if you can come up with any ideas to help me out with kind of blending the two in, and I'm not really sure I need to. I could always do the shrubberies and trees and stuff like that and kind of hide it. I think that would work out well. And actually, I'm going to grab you guys one more time because I've got two more things I want to touch on real quick that I've found, and one of them is just something that I wanted to try, and so oh, there we go again. I do apologize. Trying to tighten this tripod back up. All right. So what I got here is what they call sweepsticks. They're for making radiuses and stuff like that. And this is HO. And they recommend gluing these, let's see, this section here together, but I don't, because I just kind of pull them apart when I need to. And I've only got two. And it's really good because you put it down inside of the track. I won't be able to do this with one hand, but as you can basically tell, it just kind of fits down right in there like that. And I've used these actually, and that's where I've got my 26-inch radius from, I should say. But I wanted to try these, and I'm actually really pleased with them so far. You know, they've made it to where if you're tacking your track down and everything, you have the areas to do it with and stuff. The slots to do that for. So, you know, it's kind of like a balsa wood style material, but it's very durable. I'm thinking about getting a couple more of these just to help out with the radiuses. I'll probably get, and you can get them in any length. Basically, you know, 22, 22 and a half, then it jumps up to 23. So you can get these in any length. I want to say I paid maybe 13, 14 bucks for them, if I can remember correctly. And it actually works out really good. So I'm going to be investing in some more of these at some point, just to have. They're a great tool to have around. But the one thing that I wanted to kind of show you guys is what I've got going on back here. Now, granted, this isn't going to be the engine facility or anything like that. This back here is going to actually be my junkyard. But I put this building back here just for the time being, just to kind of see how it was going to look. And I think it's actually going to turn out well, especially with the type of scene it's going to be. Now, keep in mind, like I said, this building won't be here, but it's going to be a junkyard. So it's going to be scrap parts, scrap cars and whatnot. It's going to be a track that comes back basically to where that car is. That just goes straight back into the backdrop. So that's going to turn out really well. And I'm hoping with, when I get the lighting done, that it'll project enough light, because I will have stuff tucked up underneath that loop piece there. So hopefully that will all turn out well. But anyway, I'm getting a little bit long on my videos, and I don't really like to go over 15 minutes, but I think I'm well into 20. Thank you guys and gals so much for watching. I hope you guys have a very merry and blessed Christmas and a happy New Year. And thank you so much for the support and the time for watching my videos. I've met a lot of great people doing this, and I hope that continues. Thank you all, and have a very Merry Christmas.